All right. Now, you mentioned that Kenya is in the process of mapping out mineral deposits across the country, and I believe about 26 counties are of specific interest in this exercise. In January of this year, the country announced discovery of its first deposits of the valuable mineral coltan used to manufacture electric car batteries, mobile phones, and other electronic devices. What does the discovery of coltan and even other minerals that will be discovered in this geomapping process mean for the country? Because when Kenyans hear that it's been discovered today, then they expect whether by next month they're making money for it and they've been told where to mine. So what does it really mean for the country?
Great, thank you, Michelle. For this country to grow, to get the benefit from its minerals, we realize that there are some minerals that are just used for industries. For instance, the issue of limestone, gypsum. We have others that are used in our constructions. For instance, the gravel, the building stones and the likes. So we categorized them as so. We have the construction minerals, we have categorized industrial minerals, but we have another category we call strategic minerals. Because the way the world is going on, we are almost eluding the fifth industrial generation. And the issue of green energy and green minerals will come into play. So we have identified 14 minerals whom we have categorized as strategic. It includes the copper, tantalum, we have rhyolite, we have niobium, we have tin, we have diatomite, chromite, and all that. There are 14 in total. And the intention is to have a proper management as a government on how those minerals are extracted. For instance, when we talk of coltan, coltan is a mineral that is highly sought of in the world. And the highest percentage of coltan is extracted from Africa. Now, Kenya, our cabinet secretary announced that we have found coltan. In fact, we have coltan in 6 counties, including Embu, that is around Kriteri area, Tana River, around Korawells. We have it in Mwingi, Kitui North. We have Saburu. We have it in Loima, in Turkana, and Alada in West Pokot. Now, what are we doing with our coltan? That's what we have said, that we put a brake on exploitation of those minerals so that we can organize the sector. We want to have our National Mining Corporation, who is the investment arm of the government, to exploit those resources. However, in a circumstance where we find out that the National Mining Corporation may be lacking the capacity, either financial or otherwise, we are free to engage a private sector. And that's what we are doing. So we are coming up with the framework of engaging the private sector so that together with the National Mining Corporation can exploit those resources. Well, for us to get the best value of it, we need first of all to identify the quantity of those minerals and the quality of that minerals. So that then when we get investors, at least we have some information which shall form the basis of awarding the concession. And that's what we have been carrying out, the growth-sleuthing. We have done it right now. Of course, we want to be at least 24 counties by June this year. Our geologists are on the ground within those counties, specifically prioritizing the strategic minerals. Two, we have another strategic minerals which we are giving consideration and priority. That is niobium, that is found in Kware, Mlima Hill. We are carrying out study to identify the level of, if there is some element, the radioactive for that matter, the level of the radioactive, if there is any, we are carrying out study to identify the socio-cultural impact that may happen if we were to award anybody to exploit. But so far, We have not awarded any license to mine or to exploit Murima Hill, but it is a discussion that we need to have.
Right. All right. About a month or two ago, we had reports in the media of about 6 people who died in Migori after consuming water that was contaminated by a chemical that came from an illegal mining site. The illegality of it notwithstanding, environmental concerns such as those have been raised around mining. How is the ministry and the State Department handling these concerns?
It is sad to lose lives. And as a government, we have given consideration to the environmental and governance issues, especially the use of mercury and cyanide in gold processing. And so far, together with the State Department for Environment and Climate Change, there's a partner we are working with called Planet Gold, whereby we have identified those counties that are using gold and mercury to work on gold, so that we can bring an alternative form of processing. And it is a discussion that is on progress. We are on the latter stages of providing that solution to our people. However, the State Department has gone forth to formulate regulations on mine safety and health, which will cover the issue of use of those mercuries and cyanide, and also conservation of our environment, including how to deal with post-mining, so that when a mine has been exhausted, there are mechanisms of dealing with it. But more so, right now, when we are giving out the licenses, we are giving consideration such that those whom we are giving license can give environmental board, such that if you go against the agreeable terms, we may use the board to cancel. But more important, the NEMA are a major stakeholder when we are awarding licenses. So for us to award you the processing license, you need an environmental impact assessment that is given by NEMA, and of course they also frequently come to carry out compliance checks. And therefore, going forward, we want to reduce or eliminate instances where we lose life because of contamination as a result of use of unregulated substances in mining.